Last winter, of course, was one of the mildest on recent record, and so far this winter, most of Oklahoma has escaped extremely cold temperatures, except for perhaps the far western panhandle. We haven't had those sub-zero type temperatures, and we haven't had to calve in that kind of condition for a couple of years. But before we make it through this winter, there's of course the likelihood that we'll have some extremely cold nights during this spring calving season. And that brings about the question, what to do when we find a baby calf that's been born in a very, very cold night, and perhaps this calf has gotten itself into what we call a hypothermic condition, or his body temperature is just quite low. Actually, there's been some research that's been done on the subject as to the best way to rewarm cold-stressed calves. They've looked at methods such as bringing the calf in, putting him underneath a heat lamp in a room environment, something about 70 degrees, or putting the calf wrapped in a nice warm blanket in a room environment. Compared that with actually submersing the body of the calf in warm water. And that's the one that did the best job of rewarming the calf the quickest. You see, what the research has indicated is that if we can submerge that hypothermic calf in about 100-degree water so that surrounds his body. We want to remember, of course, to keep the head above water. We don't want to drown the calf we're trying to save. But in that method, that calf regains body temperature much more quickly and therefore preserves some of the stored body energy that he has to help him make it through the next few days. If you find a calf in the middle of the winter and one of those extremely cold nights, and you think his body temperature is below normal, put him into a warm bath. Something such as a big wash tub, even the bathtub in the house, at about normal bathwater temperature. Keep his head above water, and you'll rewarm that calf and he'll come back to life much more quickly than if you do it with a blanket or a heat lamp. We need to save as many of these calves as possible with the price that they are, and with the high cost of feed and the other inputs. We've got to have as many of those calves make it to market so that we can make ends meet on our ranching operation. We hope this tip helps you in this year's calving season, and we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.